incompetent president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dariga Dramani Mahama. The most incompetent, the most incompetent leader in the history of the Ghana political arena. Miyabema. Mahama. He is the most corrupt and the most incompetent president that Ghana has ever had. Mr. Mafo, senior Mafo, Aja, Rise Media, no creka, no crankantin time, tum, no see a can send you a from, I mean, to me. Dear Nancy, and I'm so ne. Wama Oka, Sama Oka, said John Mahama is the most incompetent and the most corrupt president. Or might be a friend in Ghana where didn't fear a dosia enkono or a dosia, I don't know, a doson and night. Didn't tell Kasa Mahama is the most corrupt and the most incompetent. Bra, Yato Wasemame. Na member video non chilo. Na tie muye. And sembin man naba betuja. Ene many me ankasa madam fo. Me bra panyin ba kupe. Ai Mr. David Boache. Oye MPP Bruno East Secretary. The kind of a quality explanations be able to abontena. HSA John Mahama ne to force in incompetent ya. You can say kwasi of anything. Chairman General, our year Jumao Peace FM Krano, now was shoko, non tiasia. Temiyepa. Chairman General, Oyep Ghana political memory. And some Ayomia Boache, David, Eddie Guabontreno. Chairman General was even confused. He could not even believe, said, John Dariga Dramani Mahama in Crawford. Edwin said, Ghanaians are so stupid, say, no matter whatever be the case, they will always try to find a way to say what is not true to the people. Now, Yabeko na kwa kutie, Yabeko niya kwa kutie, and sama yura David Boache, and now the Batuja. Entitrase, yankotie video no, netie how John Mahama and his administration are incompetent. Now, answer the video. No message say modern. Now subscribe to this channel. Ras Media GH. Ewo YouTube. Now I see follow yen. Ewo Facebook. Also Ras Media GH. Now I like video na mame. Jaw comment is ne hun kama. Na fa wonsa esi adomano so. Say the beya. That made the video betumu biano. Obey one of the first people. Wonsa ebeka video. Yanko Tiemia Boache David Nensem and the bigger expose and obey Eguabontne concerning John Dariga Dramani and the Atokron 4 ambulance forcing and the incompetent, unexperienced Randy Kwasiam Panini Abe. Yaba near sign Abba back into the studio near the church the Muyo Abro.
Chairman, when are we free Bono East? Yes, we do a Chairman, my main power when you used to name Chayeti Funina no pay. Yeah, Jozo. It is true. Minanum, you know, said you were confirming auto so night to my mind. Nana Kwame Bafo, and I'm crying some by him to so night. Chapati Manina, Haji Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, Mammy Samirani party in Paying for. Mini Penny Justin Kudria Frimpong. Chairman. Ojoso. And Thompson Sechi Seminkanchusi, he's watching from Zurich. So Thompson Sechi, good morning to you. Greetings from Accra. Meet you, David. Chairman. Yeah. No correct. In fact, Bono East, not a cocoa growing area pa. But for some time, a kofama, they say, can I say cashew? I was roasting cashew. Cocoa cashew, a bit, yeah. Cashew, but cashew is real because
Chairman, discussing cashew crisis, so just like cocoa.
Now, many once a tree crop development authority, where you summit to be. Into cashew is one of the main drivers of tree crops for Ghana. Anyway, Pacho meet you.
Chairman, cocoa dear, Bono East, ne ewoho kakra.
Okay.
Ye chair, Brown hafu muno, dodo na kudia hafu. And sana Bono, so do Brekum enclave, and sana Bono Eastaba. The Bono is cocoa hodie, but and yet so pronounced.
Okay.
Cashew no. And how he na movie. Yena nanom Mrante ne Maya Edo Muhu Rem Nina AD aweti sunu bi. Ti yenso so Chairman, crisis a esi Ghana no ebi akaye.
Okay.
Ti ye wo ho asem ka. Na nia sene ye ka no na ye be pemre se yentwitwi break kakra. Na no metie wo ne panyini ba ko ha ma ne make statement bi se nka yen de ye moral right say ye be ka bi.
Yen anyway.
MPP4.
Okay.
Specific honorable Seth Kwame Champon.
Seth Kwame Champon.
Yes.
Richard the Champon.
Richard the Champon, yeah.
Seth Kwame Champon, your former regional minister.
No, Richard the Champon.
Richard the Champon, yes.
Or say any moral rights here can be. And I mean who baby are now free ba. Because say a buying hunin shisheye na say a crisis ba. You don't push it back to Obi. Chama mamin from free say Mampani John Dramani Mahama ne naban amma last month January 2026. Omoba aban January 2025. 2024-2025 cocoa season. Ye to cocoa. 2025-2026 cocoa season ena ye wumi. 2025 cocoa season ye to cocoa mu. 2026 cocoa season ye to cocoa mu at the beginning. Ena ye season no. Aba say ye ti cocoa so. Eno na say ye din chire mu ma Ghana fo yi. Na aban no oni anamuntu a wantu ni yi. Wrong judgments are oyeye. Edi yedru baby a yedru. Na chairman ye ka ho asem yi. Chairman ye di kan. Say aban yi ka kire yen say ye wo cocoa asoyeye ho e ka bi da ho 32 billion Ghana cedis. Eno e ka ho bi ne yanya crisis ya chairman ye di kan enye nokre.
Sure.
Meba ho. Sa aban yi ka say obetu cocoa roll over. Enu nti SSA ye supply eno ye how nti ne yabeto so a chairman enye ne ye di kan ni nti na make say ye mie mu ne ye ma Ghana fo nti ye ho ase. 87 years ni a Ghana say oman fa sa responsibility no eto ne ho so say obeto cocoa efrekuafo ho. Ghana cocoa kua ni ntimi fa cocoa nye bibia apart from so obeto ama aban. Wan to ama aban a illegal. The beka cho say was smuggle. 87 years in aban bia waba bia kwane a wafa so handle cocoa including President Mahama's own first term. Standard. Emi say ho say many asesa na edi yedru ne yedru. Wrong judgment and bad decision. Chairman 1.
Meje.
Nana do aban betu cocoa industry ka 19.6 billion Ghana cedis.
That was 2017.
2017. Obetu cocoa roll over 193,000 tons.
Cocoa roll over na anything.
Cocoa aban agi hu sika na ese odema ba beto na wanyanko.
Okay, into beto
193,000 metric tons.
No anything.
Chama na na do ba aban mu 2017 obeto sa anema we nyina no. Na aban dada na ye president ama aban edi cocoa bo ejina $3,200 ene ma cocoa bo kodru 475 Ghana cedis ena na do bedrus ebeto so 2017 na do ba aban cocoa bo ko fama kodru $1,980 Nti say ya ban we na saa mre na ka de o ka kire ne say e ka wo ho rover wo ho nti yenti cocoa bo so. But another difference I want chairman saa mre ne say this government I challenge the NDC. Cocoa board account in Ghana International Bank or London. Na do abanja $500 million. E was our account no. 2. You are two forcing Mayeti last year said the first 4 months of President Mahama's administration, January, February, March, April 2025, Abain making $1.8 billion from cocoa. Then free President Mahama Abain. Chama fe yem fe no to. Enne yet ha. Yes see. Cocoa boa from international. And yenti cocoa boso. Chama na who cause am? Free 87 years in Ghana Jumadi a yedi ne say ye forward sales. Nti cocoa bi kura ebon nria ho saa mre yi. E say ya ton wie. Enim se ne ye beton no afi a ye besimu no. Nti cocoa kuyani no kura bia. Hint no otimi hu bo a aban de bema no. Wo mra a wodi ni djuma ewo efuom. Den ti na afiwe. Yen to me anya ne saa. Ti na make us say bad decisions. And the kwani aban we ka so say open fa so buma abuakam. And say the same time aban we ka kire yen say cocoa boa ba fam no. Chama on record. Aban we so abreso na cocoa boa kosoro pa in the history of cocoa. Chama ekoya kodu $13,000 in a day. One day.
But then just one day, pet.
Chama.
That was it.
No. What that was it. But you better me say. Say aban we kura decision say on your forward sales. No be sport sales.
Nkobenya 13,000.
Other than that day 1 year sport sales no hodu cocoa no. Why did we have 50,000 metric tons of cocoa? Doing what? About 50,000 metric tons of cocoa na egu no. Na egu ho atwen hwan. And a chama yem misa yen ho say adentin na aban na nya forward sales no. Eno na ama yenti cocoa so within a season. Yeti cocoa so announce cocoa price beginning of a new season. Because afiwe de no is supposed to be say ya ton wie. Wa wo to free Ghana ho no. A advanced sales. It is the cocoa price ba fam kura. Wa what dada no utumi meka nkyere say what so. Nti ne kuani no wo no. Kuani no kuamu a kosi say afi no beba wie. Ba afi we na ban na anya sa because who say na cocoa bo no e kosoro. Chama hunim. Current cocoa price aban yate so from $3,625 no. Government is $7,200 in a year. But within that time period no cocoa na kwa ekojina 11,000 for long. And they call 12,000. And I chama wa okay about 13,000 in a day. Because abanu will say eko so bebre to be a oja cocoa no wa obenya bokese. Into between the 7,200 and the 13,000 no within months abanu nya sa amfa so no ode ma hwan. Oma cocoa kuani no bia na. Yem bisa yen hu. Nay who catch yen say cocoa price na bedru 4,200 yente so. It is a 7,200 no say na your forward sales are. Can you say about 4,200 no? Can that's what you need.
Enjoy your forward sales and Konya Faso.
Konya Faso, Grandma Coco, Kuaninu Sudi. And then I'm muscle. Into the reasons on what they might say on the toka. Cham on the toka and son or more order 110 pickups. No. On the toka and son or more order 10 Land Cruisers. No. On the toka and son of Coco Boss CEO, renovating if you want.
Now we are just renovating if you.
Hey, Chama.
And I artist him.
Chama say, who from the castle?
And I may be some
cocoa board he will fear before 7th December. The same house. MPP Penina not one son or sorry and they were rendi baho. The chairman near media make catch on say I buy way a year na juma ye. It is a what nasi. I take a bad decision. I'm an international just so affect what. Then it is affect cocoa queen.
And now to President Mahama.
Chairman, and ukra ho na mempese meeting.
Okay, so no
Mahama is telling us 50 acres of cocoa. Yet so on so bi aka no. okurasi kowe koko kuani nsam okurane sekan no okodo a you different between koko kuani no and the President Mahama. But Chama, before then, let me tell you something. Me koko kuani a 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 300 bucks. Yes, see, na semu nche den hear me. Chairman, but kuani oni ni kuna kwahye kwaye mu abre na koko ni kuna frim na abusuafo akɔkye ama ne kakra bi a wono nya 5 to 10 acres bags no tama wono that koko no na wode ye ne ho bibia for the year ndini President Mahama wono so 50 acres a wonko ho apafo doma no na sem de ye ka wu ye ka koko maami kunani na wono ade sikan enya sikam fa apafo a wono na ekodo ni pum no ye kan koko kuani na ono na etini koko aso akogu ho abo aburu na ono atwi anyane koko aba no abeton na sem na ye kan nti President Mahama so 50 acres da baabi na bi kura etimi di busumi mienu na won ko ho a omo ye adwuma wo mu ma no ono na sem no hia ye ne sane ye medical doctors ye engineers ye professors lecturers no bebre Professor Smart what yi e ma se hwini oni koko owo koko but Professor Smart some bisa ne say from ho ko how many times in a year do anu say ye ti koko so a ka e be kan ne say aka ne boto but koko kuani na eye ne daily bread come on koko kuani a wono te 5 acres na nani da so say afinu mu nyina odi aye ne nhyehyeye say eno na odi be dididi bia hwe ne ma ne ba nursing training ya tum school fees na ya tum hostel fee ya tum ne ba wo university fee no ya tum hostel fee ya tum ne kania bo aban we atum ne transportation ye nyante so laborers chairman ye ho I have found before aban we beba now for labor chairman or the 70 cedis and the laborers the 120 a day 120 cedis a day from 70 cedis to 120 a day a labor wakodo wa fu mama sa koko kuani na sem ne ye kan this abai be ka kire say kawo koko border chairman 19.6 billion na President Nana Akufo-Addo beto ye na brena so beto 193,000 roll over na brena so koko so te more than 38%. President Akufo-Addo anka nche kuani say enam hawa mabeto enam ka mabeto ni roll over ntino metu koko no so this a chairman ye ti high condition mu aye discuss no so wo ko sabe afo no mu ha koko kuani a wono oni sika fa apafo na ne ba school fees yatum na ne ba hostel fee yatum na sabe aduro kura okoto dia bebo spray no yatum chairman
na ye see from
what I don't want to hear this aban we be ka kire o say ye ka say international price chairman mi kura President Mahama manifesto resetting Ghana page 49 heading 8.9 promote cocoa farmer welfare and support by the person me do ko point 2 ensuring regular cocoa price increment in line with inflation and market trends ensuring cocoa price increment specific wa mosu da anche cocoa kuani say say me ba na market trends no me gina so ametu cocoa so chairman aban we be won to bonus da wo ba Mexican cocoa season no wo mi restoring the payment of bonuses to motivate cocoa farmers see o throw away na won crofo asen ko gina cocoa farm chairman asen no by election when NDC rehearsing who say cocoa politics be boa omo I was heading the zone
na di wie
me di wie communities are na me down no breku ni nchi so nyame be kire twa piase kwame ata chairman rural communities pa in fact who could be fear for cocoa mu no wako you are to forcing and the leaders are campaigns how many na cocoa price 800 Ghana cedis
no say
obedu community bia ananom se munim me ma ye soafo abede akira na me hwesi kasem so ye na ne hyehyɛ cocoa bo abane a ozidu nitimu yeti na nke se samre cocoa no yeto no 1600 nti 800 na aban na fa ne be fight ya chairman na do increase cocoa to 2100 no sign started you aban ti modern can say ko 1500 government afa nti ono bedura ye betuma ko 3600 na nyame adaroma na nado de call 3100 hold on starting 6000 politics ona bo ko poku catch there say aban we ba na wan to koko mo anko 6000 koko no ye aban dia na ekuani no dia wan miss say market trend o say aban no batumi mu na say wan to koko mo anko 6000 so every farmer was expecting between 2025 March and September say koko be ko 6000 what do me am fa anko what the 500 cities na beka ho na dia what change narration no say ye ka say market trend chairman and this manifesto am read ya kire hai there is no place or catch say e perform e better so because it has not happened in the 87-year history of cocoa aban bia bedura say yete so a say na nado aban 2017 wan to cocoa mu but wan ti so original ho na cocoa price reduced international market by 38%. The same way 2018 na nado wan ti so original ho upon the oye nyina no then NDC for any anso mama koko ni nya gidie wo mu chama hwe me bokuro bi a kirew obetimi asoma reporter o techiman na na kodwadu se onko techiman community bi friend in Kran Krom koko farmer bi wo ho o yare ye ya tro aduru ama no within January 1000 Ghana chama in fact arewo sem ne say epi abonten yete ye no na papa na firi wanye sika anto aduru no eno ofrim afi wawi a okochi abusua no okọ amane bono ne se o yare yu na nka ono opinro bi wanya sika anto onare mama bi amane ni koko okrach oda bi a ochana chama people have died out of saban we busome nan a watwe koko akuafo aso a wantu yaka na eno achi busome nan wa makoma de obi akuafo di bronya we chama nka koko farmer bronya time no obafie no di sika muna ba ma abusua ni age president mama history awaye President Mahama said this is his legacy term. Come on, the legacy he has made in say he is the first president in 87-year history of cocoa in Ghana. So legacy say what cocoa so. And if it's good for him.
Yes, a quick one, David. Watching I'm and David a repeat at the time nina Michelle Sam the man nana riding. Engineer said that you are there call any PC fee good. Yes, prof.
Quick ones. Me who say adie ba ye nchechemu bebre aba na nia me pese going forward ye ne se cocoa board nso mechire ye omunso mu side of what might have caused this from omunso omumu because see ya ko say obia is to be blamed ye blame ya man say dwa so bo ye blame ya ban dada otwemu ye blame we me question me bisa say enti omunye to like have they convinced themselves say they are saints in the matter at stake omu nimbe bia
never cocoa board
so I say because they have given almost justification to almost everything enti omu nim omu ye no be 100% omu ni error bia omu ana enti media me pese going forward e ho na ese omu de omani kire na aban ne nso sabio but the excuse I ba say me ka 6500 and 6000 no ni ye kire 70% of a certain mestre
Richard champion so now 70%
so they meant that
but they didn't say that
absolutely and you there asem na aba but say person oman for no ni enko through the you know ya na ye kom no don't let the farmer feel that one thing ya kan no otiye ntiye ya so ye ka say 6000 na mum no baby abedu there but yanka 6000 and I can 6000 crown now we meant the farmer couldn't have gone into the minds of Dr. Atufosen to know say Atufosen meant 60% of or 70% of adi and to be the good faith there they say throughout good times or bad times sabi emrebone na aba na ne etosu mienu so yanye ntum say a record bi a enye record papa say for the first time in so many years how be a bentino yes kuani no na ensofa me say cocoa board betimi start say o channel that line of communication ebebua conversation is in defense ne nchechiremu bebre ne achechiremu ana cocoa board. Are you saying say ewiase amansa adwa na eba bo na eba afom no kuyani ni fault ana enye kuyani ni fault cocoa board for mo so mo experts are mo so mo monitor price no edu ba bi ya moto mo cocoa at that time edu ba bi ye no mo anton mo so should answer some questions. There are experts there, we pay them. Me kwa dem member opening run the abesu because he cannot be a jack of all or head. But you will more trading expert who has to say you director of trading and not be minister no more system net here. But this no more. The Juma says so kasa shall see you be bedi mi enton yes I fit in there kono ebe fall. Safo ni nyina are we whitewashing them? Omuni robia to play ana. And to me, my question is very, very simple. Cocoa body, monsoon, no, then I'm for some more year, enye.
As far as we're concerned, among us, somebody be enye.
Oh, just here, and that makes the matter even more complicated. You took all the decisions, and then you free more benny. And to point us to some places, like I say, they tell us about prices. Prices also within period here can was in back me. And we are saying cocoa buy. This is rather the period that bona cost passing ever. And the price here you are reporting price down today, but within the space of time now it is the period that price cost.
And David Bisa say, how can we didn't take advantage of the pricing?
Somebody over there should also say, oh Charlie, I can say do hano yeto. Nani feel say be a chair and Quebec more ka homo money sika more. And
that's explanation better one team.
But still now I accept responsibility. Because I'm so hurt say some specific adi and they come to the other issue with the cocoa you moving a free a finance agricultural financing. Because me it be say BSc pain never finance the agric but the agric because now the focus was to be redirected to the farmer and the beans, the produce nankasa. But finance always have a strong representation on the cocoa board.
Yeah.
Would Daniel not the kosher finance I say completely? Finance will be looking at the money and not the beans. Who looks at who takes care of the beans now? Who looks at the produce now? No wonder decision ya bay. A bit more degenerating into we losing more produce. And even decision we cram my air force say a bit keep your price maybe a and I bet to my mom in the crampono. Galam say for no more price as a corona. Farming is becoming year by year unattractive. Young fans and car price in year we know. It tells you say one no more almost steady gauge adiano. Imagine what about the produce itself?
That generates the money.
That generates the money. I think somebody will have to come and answer. And then my explanation say there is a peaceful coexistence or relationship between cocoa marketing board CEO manager and Randy Abbey. Earlier na ama obimo kekase ntokwa bi infighting bi ohoni ade. Momu lose focus on the main reason why we sent them there. And I was happy to hear say Bibi say anyhow. But say Bibi say is that not a lesson to them? Say Charlie, sa area na yedi akono. Sa enye baby ayeko di agro ho. Any market that is volatile always our eyes must be on the ball. Yedi no ko tunje ko ye fighting bi aye beda sorry na ni ayeye. That they must also come and explain further and tell us how some things like that could have caused sa oversight here ko si wo mu hon mama ni atu ye nyina atu yi. Na men kanche ye nu around dia bin so say and I say Dramani nyina cocoa board say you see price no esesasesa e wo mansan dwaso but sa mansan dwaso na price esesasa no chama general ye major suppliers to that market yenye ni paketwa okoko musa Ghana yenye krofuko ketwa enti ye kra no ye ni Cote d'Ivoire team up say na 2021 2022 a team up na we can actually cause a shake on that world market. We can. Other than we are the receiving end.
Is it not because we're exporting raw beans?
It's because we are exporting.
Because there's no value added.
Because there's no value added.
Because chocolate, the chocolate to abrichia manonivia self and
yes.
And cocoa products, still are
and they are
high flying products.
100 times what we are crying over now.
Because you need proper value chain.
There be. But I'm even saying, Randy Abe should put it in his mind that he is the CEO of a major supplier to that market now. Volatility ne koso ho no. Enti ono so enti me up with Ivory Coast for na enti me take control. In fact, the last time Kokobo CEO and Ivory Coast CCC CEOs met, they were able to get living income differential of $400 per ton. The last time they collaborated, they forced the bucket to give us $400 per ton. Enti mumie no mu nsheda anye nipa keto a mukabo mu you supply almost 60% plus of wiase nyina cocoa. Enti buyers no omuso mu hia yo. Enti fitting let's rework on our mind. So say we cry I said Donald Trump. So we push you to say I'm so grab this from you. Yes you take control because yes omuno mu to there. But yes you need supply. Ti you fill your mind with some of these things it will help us. Na enchechemu nyina besia me de me pese me hu kwaya fa so amonsu cocoa board for it could it be that you took the job as a cool job because you Randy earlier comments are cocoa board ya be there Ghana Premier League na yeye or sponsor Ghana Premier League. In fact person who how easy he took the job is on Farmers Day Oja Hoko FIFA program was abruptly. Who how comfortable he felt the work was.
But you know will leave.
Chairman General. Chairman General so will leave umpa.
And Patrick Jerome Sam PR on a kind.
Oh yes.
Also no will leave.
No will leave. Can you imagine President John Dramani Mahama going on leave on Independence Day, like the heart of Ghana, the day Ghana became Ghana? No say Oko leave. Or will leave cry. I'm sure President would have come to perform that duty and continue with his leave. And Oko leave who say his leave was carefully calculated to pursue where his original interest is. Football, ne the other day around the intimate Jeffrey in some. And he said Oko leave na washa dashe leave many FIFA akushia. Unfortunately, yes against your farmers. Near didn't he? Say these things are good. And we are sure so we share lessons be brave free. Now Oko no, I am sure said 24 hours they will be following the market. They will take the job at Cocoa Board extra seriously because our farmers modest anchre be sure say senior Bacheka no ebinom the so you never know the position they will take on you. Let's more focus on the job is what I call for. Now musumun look within enough of the yeblemu man so no so do saba ko kire ha. They should also go into their board meeting. This week, they should also be frank with themselves and point out to themselves.
Professor Smart Sapon.
Yes, and Tina Tiensami, I equine in Churchemu, Yachurchemu in Sama Betabon, Trina. The actually Nana said, the Ecosu or mine, especially the Ghana Cocoa Board, and as a Ghana Cocoa sector no a issue of lack of management, lack of what experience in the cocoa board management. Eno ena yemia David Boache ede abeto abonten sanso na yemia Smart Sapon Prof Smart Sapon so ede chechire mu aba na we na chire say leadership no it is not about only honeymoon. A quality of a leader is being, valued in times of difficulties. And what these two gentlemen wanted to say to you. Obviously, you have to ask a message about more than I like a video, no share, comment it. Now, so you subscribe to the RAS Media GH channel. Now, what's subscribe? Yes, also our Facebook as RAS Media GH. We are here quite na follow way. Yentie yemia melako so aboaje so the submission or the buyer concerning some narratives bia and this ya buying edenama bontene ede yedede egu Ghana for asum iwia na de bibia akona wiye etu he video we na wa hu me biema na medew ebesia medin yan Mr. Man for Hair Ras Media GH. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and put your finger on the bell. We will meet again.
We say NDC for in their attempt to deal with this incompetence, any crisis, no command you just come back 3 MPP room. And to better as almost here, na MPP bottle ho, and Omuja yakate 2 billion cities, and Omuye say, and nothing a year brand new.
Yeah, but you cannot run away from those issues as well.
Obi, did those issues come up in January 2025?
2025.
Did they come up in January 2026?
No.
Did they come in January 2025?
No.
Were the debts available as at 2024? Were they there in 2023? Exactly. It's debt here. What can one say? We see an into what you have so now 2023, or 2024, or 2022, or 2020, and yet you have so. Sure, unim data MPP I inherited from NDC, and I'll say it's 19 billion cedis. Obi Kayade we mami.
Source near him.
Oh, Obi Ude Nyabu say, oh, now they kind we mami. We are kind now. What the kind headline now? Waka source no.
Where Reuters into Ghana's Cocoa Board says clearing debts after wasteful spending. Where November 1st, 2017.
Kind debt no. One first line.
In your say, Ghana's Cocoa Board has initiated reforms to clear its debt of up to 19.6 billion cedis, which is 4.45 billion US dollars.
Obi.
Resulting from bloated contracts and wasteful expenditure by previous managers, the chief executive said on Wednesday.
It is a by way of cabinet no mu pie na say omo ebibrio mani so no mu hu so. No make catch say we are going to investigate. Na e be say na NDP for car you left a debt of 19 billion cedis. What about a debt of 32 billion cedis? Oh team. Now we be 32 to 19 no. Yene NDC when they come to account. 19 billion cedis is the debt NDC left at Cocoa Board. And yet between 2017 ebepe mo ne o say da say MPP for say moja yeka 19 billion nti yeti Cocoa for sika so da. O say da. So you see I'm trying to explain to you say Cocoa Board debts.
But they will also tell you so within that same period, no, world market price and drop it.
And drop here. Let me
in the quantum.
Forget quantum. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Whilst the MPP government ever told debt of 19 billion cedis, no, that year international price drop here to the extent say na nkasa say buying Cocoa for sikaso. Dia buy mo bailout. Buying copes ka do so mase. In the year Cocoa yete ye bo so wa bra MPP aban aba mu. With 19 billion cedis as debt, no. Abaya and Cocoa for queer for sikaso to say the NDC fire, no. Let me also tell you another thing. I'm saying you roll over Cocoa. Anything you to me, only roll over Cocoa post NDC for Jamaica in 2017. 193,000 metric tons of rollover. And no cramp on my make us a mitro. Sa rollover no. Oman to me and Tria, Oman to me and Yasa Cocoa na ma bias no. Obi. Oman to me Yasa Cocoa na ma bias no. Oman can't romu. And unti almost say charge Ghana about $7.5 million. Be NDC for no NDC penny be about because I will show you the document. I have it all here. It is NDC for the catcher and around this year you were 330,000 rollover and until na to me Obi may say first of all it's a lie. Randy did not inherit 330,000 rollover. He didn't. He inherited just about 163,000 because as you see Randy took over around February. As a February buy no na ye no ye di kaya clear sa roll over no about 190 something thousand if you dada ye tu yakọ ye de Cocoa seats near de ko. Now the agreement with sa roll over contract in the crampo na omon kan one thing I don't know whether they have seen it or not and say in that contract because we say sa roll over na MPP nyan it was as a result of force majeure El Nino effect. It is not as if say be a BB boni be but in that agreement the agreement was that we pay it over a period. And sending those cocoa beans over a period in the contract, it was incumbent say, why am I roll over cocoa pods biano? You are mandated to buy equal quantity at all costs. Ninaka contract him. I don't know whether he has seen it or not. It is all the catcher will say, and because of rollover B and MPP for rollover and Tommy in the pub for I'm telling you today, say NDC for a rollover of 190,000 metric tons. Omujaya a debt of 19 billion cedis. and yet that same year international cocoa price drop here. MPP yanti cocoa farmers sikaso. So they cannot use debts at cocoa board as an excuse because the cocoa board debt of 32 billion obi and starting a net. And you could find a cocoa board $32 billion, 32 billion cedis debt in the buy. My boy, NDC for 19 billion cedis now amount. In a year, could find on corner Afia Bemua, Waja rollover cocoa pots. NDC for 193,000 rollover cocoa pots. MIA. ABM, Randy see and I'm just share my. Let me tell you, and I'm telling you, any NDC leader that comes here, Bisane say. As at the time NDC taking over 7 January, near $500 million. Our Ghana International Bank cocoa board account one $500 million. And you know, the country was expecting over $1 billion in total of trade and that. About Kofa Finance Minister and Kasa budget. Onokasa Kai said in the first 4 months, of saying 2025, Cocoa Board had revenue of $1.8 billion. First 4 months. 2025 first 4 months, January, February, March, April. 1.8 billion. And this is for you, man. It is a random number. And now you have a crisis. You have an obvious challenge. Say, because international market price not dropping, and now we a mistake. One ton cocoa in time and can sell ton into your boss. So we could all help you. But if you try to turn it around and deflect the conversation by pinning it on the previous government, we would expose you. May say, one, we left in the cocoa board account $500 million cash sitting in the Ghana International Bank account in London for Randy. Ombe deny. Number two, first 4 months in 2025, cocoa board revenue which is in the budget reported by the NDC Finance Minister, $1.8 billion. That's can NDC for you, man. So when you come and you are telling the people, say, and I had the 32 billion, and because of that, we'll do this, we'll do that, and Obi, you are creating a certain impression, say, and I want to meet you. Now they cut $32 billion. Say this. And so to me, top pickups and 110. Who to me, top land cruisers and Makumako 10. A fear what cantonment. Cocoa body fear, I work cantonment, CEO of your team, May 2nd December 2024, me ko fear him. Obi, we are senior journalist. I'm sure you've been there for events near there. It is one of the best houses you can find in cantonment. Oba and what for cocoa board now see Aboka in this canon. Who they acquire renovation. Now why if you want to say Arabian Ken Palace. And so say Yakadaho. And now what take cocoa for farmers for Sikaso. You see.